I made it home. I've made it home, and I feel like this is going to be one of those things that's really good for us to go through together, because I feel like this might help some people. But obviously I was in London all day today, and the weather, it was quite wet, it was very grey, and it's one of those times where I think that for a lot of people, for a lot of people it'd be quite difficult to function. It definitely puts me to the test, seriously. Like, all I wanted to do right then was come on and say, you know, it has been a miserable day in London today. However, I am fighting those urges and just kind of like going through the motions in my head, because obviously I was just going to get my hair done. But I can imagine that if you had lots of really important things to do, maybe you've got places that you've got to get to where you've got to like look good and feel good and those kinds of things. And it can be really like, it's not the easiest. But then when I'm ready to go home and all of my trains were cancelled, and that meant that all of the other trains were really packed, and I think it was one of those moments where I got to put into practice what I was talking about with my life coach Jacqueline in a different setting. So we spoke about it in the video, and she basically talked about getting in her car, or advising you to get in your car when you're commuting and just pay attention to what's in your mind, because my journey home was not what I envisioned it was going to be, and therefore my brain was serving me things like, oh, this is so annoying, you would be home by now, you're so tired, oh, you're so hard done by, blah 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 blah. Like, all of these thoughts that you have no control over come into your mind, and I had to be so conscious of them to try and turn them around, because the only person that was going to be sent spiraling from that is me. And so I wasn't perfect, it wasn't easy, but I definitely have been able to soften things. Like, I was serving myself thoughts of like, when you get home, you're going to put on a lovely dressing gown and some cozy cashmere socks, which is what I've got on at the moment. So you'll be all snuggly again. It gives you something to look forward to. You can do your skincare, you can get your makeup off, you can just get yourself prepped for tomorrow where you're having a lovely Valentine's Day with your husband. All of these really like lovely thoughts, just softening instead of these hard done by thoughts. And I thought that this was something that could be really like interesting. And I want to preface this and caveat and cover my own tush by just saying that I know that that situation is not the worst situation in the world. And I feel like sometimes I have to do this, and I don't want to have to do this, but I will always do this to ensure that there is a bit more peace in my world. But I know that there is so much worse going on in the world, and even that in itself is hugely helpful to remember in those moments, because it instantly makes you grateful for the fact that that is the only situation that you are having to deal with, when there's so much going on that is difficult and hard and harrowing. Instantly the sting is taken out of it, and you're almost like, I am so lucky to be stuck on this train in the warm, heading home to my lovely home, surrounded by lovely people and blah blah blah. And it's just, even that in itself was helping me work through so much of it. And I just thought it would be interesting for me to share that with you, so that maybe if you find yourself in a similar situation, you can be conscious of those thoughts as well that come up and serve you. Your brain just serves you with these thoughts, and it's down to you to override them so that you don't spiral into a place where you're like, oh, it's not easy. And I'm on here smiles and and happiness because I'm home. I'm in my comfy dressing gown, I'm in my comfy socks, and I'm about to do some lovely skincare with you. So I'm feeling a lot better, but it's a good one to practice, and it's definitely something that I'm going to practice. I might even try practicing with you in the moment, because I know at the moment I'm talking a lot about health and like chemicals and food and all of that kind of stuff, but for me, the fundamental of everything that is health for me is my mind. So much of what happens in society nowadays, and I'm not talking about everything, but a lot of things, stress, anxiety, depression, a lot of those kinds of things, huge amounts of that is being served to us from our minds. And I do think that a conscious level will help so many people. It won't help everyone, but it will help a lot of people to work through the difficulties of their lives that they're experiencing in that way. So, fun game. Let me know if you have any moments like this week or even today where you could have done it better, or whether you could have done something differently. Let me know in the comments, because maybe even I'll be able to help with serving up different thoughts, because it is a fun game. Once you think of it like a game, like, hold on a minute, my brain is serving me something here, it is not helpful. Oh my goodness. The power that you feel from that, being able to turn around every thought. In fact, you're probably, some of you will be having thoughts right now where you're like, oh, Lydia with her, you know, all of this stuff that she's got and all of this, that and the other. You are able to turn that thought around in your brain right now. Even if something that I am doing right now is annoying you, rubbing you the wrong way, you can either switch off, but you can also have an even greater power, because it takes power to switch off first and foremost. But the greater power comes when you are able to completely override that thought and that urge with your own mind. Let me know in the comments if you're able to do it. But like I said, now I'm home and we're feeling much better. And I am going to show you my hair tomorrow morning. I popped it up because I want to reveal when I'm like, you know, all ready for Valentine's Day. And I thought I could go through a little bit of skincare with you that has been rocking my world, especially in prep for tomorrow, because it's a walk in the countryside. That is what I asked for Valentine's Day. It was either that or going to see the ballet, because ballet is on my list of things that I want to do this year. I want to do more of it, but we can go to the ballet. So we're doing a lovely walk in the Cotswolds and ending at a beautiful pub. Makeup is likely to be on the minimal side, I would say. And so I want my skin to look its best. And I am not coming on here showing you perfect skin. Oh, no, no, no. Obviously, we recently talked about my diagnosis, and one of the things that I experience because of PMDD is a very, like, I have clear skin all the time, except for in the thick of my cycle. And what happens is, so I am now not in the thick of my cycle, but what happens is I get scarring. I get these dark sort of spots, and I have to choose my skincare really specifically in order to combat the effects of my cycle afterwards. So these were very, very deep, sore spots, and they have ended up as very red, sort of dark spots like that. And it's down to me to turn that around. So I'm not coming here showing you a perfect face, because I want you to know that I have difficulties with my skin as well, and I want you to know how I combat them, just in case that you're experiencing them too. So I'm super excited to let you know that I am working with Elizabeth Arden on this video, and I get to talk to you about a product that you already know that I love, and an ingredient that I already know that you already know that I love, and the newest product innovation in that. So you would have seen me fall head over heels in love with the Elizabeth Arden Retinol and HPR. So this is, to sort of tell you a little bit more, just refresh you, this is their water cream, and this is basically the retinol for everyone. The retinol that you can use every single day. You can use it in the morning. Fluff on my chin. You can use it every single day and not worry about the effects of retinol. And I say that, which is really important, because you still experience the benefits of retinol. You get that much more plumper, renewed, fine lines are reduced, texture, tone, clarity, all of those things are improved, but you don't experience maybe the soreness or the flaking, which the flaking for me was really the thing that I just wasn't into at all. This has been a game changer in the industry, because I don't think I've ever seen a launch quite like this one, where so much organic, authentic content went out around this product. It was such a testament to the science, the innovation that Elizabeth Arden put into their products, and that's why I am so proud that I get to do this with you today, because we have a new addition. And I do have the lid for these, but it's usually just ready for me to pluck one out of. This is the Elizabeth Arden Retinol and HPR Ceramide Serum in capsule form. Now, you'll know that Elizabeth Arden are so well known for their capsules, and basically what they do is they lock their very, very best formulations, most potent formulations, into these decompostable capsules. These are, just in terms of convenience, absolutely amazing. It means that I am able to travel with some of my favorite products so much easier. The fact that they're decompostable just absolutely bloomin' brilliant. But this is like the new baby sister that packs a punch to go with the retinol and HPR water cream. So if you really want to step it up a notch and intensify your retinol treatment, then the introduction of the capsules is going to be like a match made in heaven. And this is basically what I've been using to improve the texture, tone, clarity, fine lines, but also just give my skin that renewed look after it does get quite dull during my cycle at certain points. These are the two that I have been using, and you can see there is not much left. Now, I have got this little sort of travel sized version. However, this is the size that I'm talking to you about today, but I've not cracked into this yet. I have a very, very special offer with this. So not only have I got an exclusive discount code, which will get you 20% off, which is Lydia20, it will also get you a free gift, which is perfect. If you have ever wanted to try a few more products from Elizabeth Arden, then you are able to. This is a free 6-product ceramide gift. It's worth like £86 as well. And I know exactly which ones Mr. Millen Gordon is going to steal straight away. This one will go missing within an instant. So this is the 8-hour like lip balm. We basically have these next to our beds, in our bags, in drawers. We are an 8-hour family, okay? And there is just no negotiation on that. So you get a full-sized one of these, which is just perfect. Throw it in your gym bag, throw it in your work bag, whatever. You never know when you're going to need it. And obviously, this is like a lip balm, but you can rub this onto your cuticles. It's the same beautiful formulation, and it's iconic. We've got the 8-hour cream intensive moisturizing treatment. So again, beautiful for throwing in your bag to keep your hands moisturized. I am someone that if I'm washing my hands, there has to be moisturizer afterwards, otherwise I'm in trouble basically, because my hands will be like, ugh. Then we've got the Advanced Ceramide Lift and Firm Eye Cream. We also have a little white tea sample as well, great for throwing in your handbag. And white tea is just, it's one of those really soft, elegant fragrances. It's such a crowd pleaser, and yet only a few people know about it, so I'm trying to like keep it under the radar there. Then we've got the Advanced Ceramide Night Cream, which is great for evenings, because for me, that's when I really want to just kind of like lock in all of the hydration, moisture, ingredients, and let it do its thing overnight. And then we also have the original Advanced Ceramide capsules in this handy little vial. This was actually the first ceramide product that I ever got into, and if you go way back to when I was at my old house, this was the first experience of cashmere on my skin, because this is truly an incredible product. And if you don't believe me, you can believe the 100% of women who used these products reported an improvement in their overall skin's appearance. Okay, so that's just not even me saying it. That is 100% of the people that trialed this product. Great to be able to get this as part of a free gift as part of a free gift that's worth £86 as well. Anyway, I do need to get myself ready for tomorrow and into bed, so I'm going to do my skincare now and then head and pack my bag. I've already cleansed my face, so I'm going to pop on the retinol and HPR capsule, which looks like this, and you just simply twist the top off like so and squeeze out. Now this goes on before the water cream, so I'm going to pop this on, and I really like to massage it into the areas where I want to improve the texture and the tone, etc. of my skin. So definitely my cheeks, but it's going absolutely everywhere. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. Now HPR is 10 times more potent than traditional retinols, but it's without the sort of intense reaction that sometimes your skin can have. But paired with the skin soothing, it means that you don't experience those typical after effects of retinol. And there is also vitamin E, which is just one of the most incredible ingredients. I used to use pure vitamin E on my skin when I was at university. So to have this as part of the retinol and HPR ceramide serum, it means that it is combating any of the dryness, any of the discomfort, and really looking after your skin. But this is where the product does all of the talking for me, and I'm just so grateful because I get to share stats like this with you. So after 1 week, users of the Elizabeth Arden retinol and HPR ceramide capsules reported visibly reduced wrinkles after just 1 week. But they also reported that their skin still felt comfortable and soothed, even for people using retinol for the very first time. However, after just one capsule, that's just one of these capsules, 98% of people reported an overall improvement in their skin. That's after one capsule. I just love it. And I know that so many of you are already in love with the water cream, and the capsules are essentially a way to just ramp it up a little bit. So that is me ready for bed, so I can just go and pack everything up, get ready for tomorrow, and enjoy our wonderful Valentine's Day together. Just a reminder that my discount code is Lydia20. It will get you 20% off the retinol and HPR ceramide capsules, and also get you your free gift, which is worth £86 and comes with all of the wonderful products that I already showed you, worth £86. So I will pop a link in the description box down below. I have no doubt that you are going to love this just as much as you loved the water cream. So I'm so excited to hear about your results. And I always love it because whenever I share Elizabeth Arden products, I get so many wonderful discussions and comments in the comment section about how many of you are already fans and love the brand. So if you're wanting to try it, if you've seen it online, if you've seen other people talk about it, now is your chance to get it for a very, very special offer. So I'll pop everything down below, and I will see you guys in the morning ready for Valentine's Day. Good morning, everyone. I came home and I just went to bed like 9 o'clock on the dot because you know, when you're like, you see those things on TikTok where the kids are like, I need a nap. That was me. I need a nap. Anyway, we are up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Fresh hair, which is like the perfect bridging gap between spring and summer, I think. We're just obviously coming to spring, and then it will just gradually get a bit lighter, but like, it's getting to the point where I'm going to the hairdressers and I'm not like panicking at the end, which I feel for me is like such progress. There was a while where it was just like it couldn't cope, and now when I leave and my hair is shiny and like full of life, it's just momentous for me. So I'm trying to like get used to that, because I feel like I get to the end of my appointments and obviously like Immy's wanting me to be like no, and I'm like I just need to take it all in. We are up ready for our Valentine's Day walk in, well, we're going on like a bougie pub crawl, kind of this, pretty much the same walk that I did with Carrie the other week, because I wanted to do it with Ali as well. Ali's not always a walker, and considering the weather is not the most sunshine and rainbows today, we might be in for a grumpy Ali at the end. I'm really looking forward to it. We're just doing a few pubs and then we're booked in for a late sort of lunch, early dinner at the Bull at Charlbury, which is where we ate last weekend, or the weekend before when we took the dogs with us, but I didn't take you with me on that because my battery had died on my camera. We are looking forward to, well, I'm looking forward to today, I don't know about Ali, but I'm wearing a Beaufort and Blake shirt over a green roll neck. I mean, how much green is too much green? These are my green jeans from H&M, jigsaw mahogany belt, fresh hair, although I've taken all the eventualities with me so that I can put my hair up in a bun if need be. I need to show you my Valentine's Day card, but I also need to show you the Valentine's Day card that Ali bought me and I accidentally unpacked because I thought it was seeds for me. I didn't even look at the name. I unpacked it and this was my card. Ali likes a funny card, and so then my other card, I'll show you it, but yeah, I got this one. I was like, I think maybe we might need to do a little revision on the Valentine's Day card this year. Anyway, I'm gonna pack up my backpack, ready to go. And yes, I am the type of person that goes on like a long old walk and has a pocket for all their makeup because, you know, just in case. And we are going for dinner afterwards, so I don't want to look like a complete scrot. I'm gonna get myself packed and ready to walk in the rain. My little Dora the Explorer, mapping our route. Are you struggling a little bit?
With this woeful app, yes.
What's the app called?
plottheroute.com.
We're at our first treacherous point. It's a lot wetter than when we usually go on walks. Yeah, I'm going to be sliding down. Oh, bloody hell. Oh. So we got to the first pub, but we were a little bit early for opening times, but it probably gives us a good opportunity to get some steps in. So I'm recording things on my Aura, and Ali's got a bottle of Pol Roger in his backpack. I found some plastic champagne flutes in Waitrose, and we've got some caviar that was kindly gifted to us to have little bumps of caviar if we fancy it. Don't tell me I don't do the bougie things, although I was just saying to Ali, I've been seeing everyone's Valentine's Day outfit inspiration videos. I don't think my one's featured. Don't think anyone did an outfit like this for Valentine's Day. I should have done a red jumper. Of course, in our bag of tricks, Mr. Millen Gordon has packed our Leica, and this little section of snowdrops is looking very pretty with the ground ivy, so he's going to get a little picture. The original nature boy. Whilst all the other Insta husbands are taking pictures of their wives, my husband is taking pictures of flowers and animals.
There's a little macro setting on this, so you go like this.
Yeah.
You push that there like that.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to get really close to it.
Oh, lovely. I'm so happy for you. My blow dry has not lasted whatsoever. I think it's going to be a bun when I get to the next pub, but as you can see it's a bit windy, but we're heading to Chadlington to the Tight Inn for our first little drink of the day, and we've already, both of us have got our coats off and in our backpacks because we're so warm. Little muddy moos. Little bit.
We've got a squirter.
Ooh. Coffee. We just finished up having our first glass of champagne, and as we were sat here, a tractor went past and Ali looked in, and it was the guy, I think it's Gerard from Clarkson's farm, gave us a little wave. But now we're heading to the first pub that is open, hopefully. I did a story on my Instagram the other day that showed Porter eating on the side, but everyone was more horrified by the fact that Ali was throwing the plates into the cupboards as usual. And now he's just put our lovely champagne stopper on the champagne, but thrown his backpack onto his back in this very Ali Gordon style. And of course, he's had a little champagne spray in his backpack.
Champagne.
Good.
Girls with jeans.
Unfortunately, you've only got the one girl in doobries and oversized jeans. Just sniffed it.
Champagne tears.
We have made it to the first pub, and this has just made me so happy. This must be draining from... Do you think this is draining from the fields? Because look, it's all going into here. So
it's going into a drain. It's definitely draining from the fields.
Well, no, I'm thinking no one would allow for water to just be constantly pumping from nowhere that's going into...
Natural ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So... But it looks bloody gorgeous and clean, although it doesn't have a sign saying please feel free to drink, so I won't. Oh, how lovely.
Yeah, beautiful. Split the G. Yeah, of course I am. That's what I do. Yeah. Split the G.
You're going to split the G. Very close. Yeah.
Too much or not enough?
Not enough.
Not enough? How?
Just have a look. You split the G, but you've not split it enough. It's so close. Sad times. They're currently playing one of the songs from The Greatest Showman, and Ali. And Ali. He's saying he had it teed up, ready to go when I walked in.
Prove me wrong.
So romantic. This is what I would like to do on our lawn. Little crocus lawn here. So pretty. Little snowdrops, heather, gorgeous. So we've left the Tithe Inn now and it has started raining. Mr. Millen Gordon already has blisters on his feet. He is definitely not designed for this life.
Feet.
We've got about an hour and a half. I think if we carried on at this pace, it would be less than that, but I don't think Ali will do it at this pace, to be honest.
We'll see.
Prove me wrong.
I'll bleed a bit, I'll bleed a bit.
Oh gosh, it makes you realise how happy our hens must be. Green bloody hell. Yeah, do you remember that was what it was like at Oh wow, this is beautiful. Soggy, but beautiful. Having fun?
I am actually, it's very nice.
Champagne stop number 2. We found ourselves in a lovely spot.
The sound.
In the mud. Oh. Straight in the mud. You have to go and wash that in the stream now.
Oh yeah. What a shame. Hold this then. This will be an adventure.
In the wasabi stream.
We go, no, don't wash it in there, it's full of shit. Don't need to wash the actual bit that touches the bottom.
No.
Just that.
That was facing up.
Yes. Good times. Let's put it on. Let's pour it out.
Right. Perfect. You're so smart. Mr. Millen Gordon just dropped his phone in the soggiest pile of mud ever. So he's down in what we have found is to be the Cotswold wasabi stream. And he's washing his phone with a glass of...
Oh, this could be the original.
This could be the original because we're in Chadlington. This could be the wasabi stream.
Wasabi.
Yeah, worked a treat.
Perfect, so you just walk through here so it looks nice and natural. Very nice, very natural. I normally would get the gate for her, but I had to film.
No footpath that way. My phone says, is it? Yeah, so we're going this way. Oh, look at that.
ANOB with an electric pylon. Outrageous.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Stream.
Babe, will you wash it in the stream for me?
It's not the first time today, is it?
Oh, it's your one.
Always around stream.
I know. I slipped and my phone was the first thing that went flying.
Thank God for waterproof iPhone.
I know. We'd be down to £2,000.
Got perch.
You caught a perch. It'd be a minnow in that stream.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Clean as a whistle.
In sheep we. I can't bloody believe it. We found the Blair Witch Project on Dean Common. Who knew?
Outrageous. I'm nervous.
Do you remember when that film dropped? My goodness me, we're all like, it's real. Like loads of teenagers go into the bloody woods and stay there and you think, but it's not going to be enjoyable, is it?
Whereabouts are we going?
I actually don't know. Turn right onto the path.
Ah, this way.
You think?
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on. Let me get my...
An arrow there, it says this way.
Oh. Good job you're here. It's your shift.
The footprints give it away as well. Oh look, the worm. These are very rare.
Are you winding me up?
No, it's very rare.
You winding me up? Ooh.
You see?
That's a dead worm.
Drowned.
Yeah.
Or has it? No, it's moving.
Oh, it's alive.
Maybe it was happy there.
It was happy there. Put it back. There we go. Just a very, very white. It's a sea eel.
This is a good place to go for a wee.
It is a good place to go for a wee, my love.
Oh, your camera. If you needed one, I don't need one.
You can get your minnow out here.
Well, there's a few red carts around, so gotta watch out. Rolling. Wow, wonderful. Ladies first.
Thank you. You're such a gent.
Guinea pigs in. Wow, look at this tree, it's got moss all over it. Hey, what are you doing? Fuck off.
Oh, funny story, I thought someone had left their lunchbox on this tree, but actually this is my first experience of geocaching. Now I don't know much about it. I think what you're supposed to do is like log that you found it. Yeah, look, there's all these different people that have, this must be quite a new one, and then you're supposed to like either put something or add something to it. Maybe I should put my
You got a pen on you?
I've not got a pen on me, but I've got my I could have put the cork in it. Anyway, I'll put it back.
Oh, yeah, you could put the cork in it.
I could put the cork, but I can't write in the book because I don't have a pen. They should put pens in them, but it was just hidden here. I think we need to, considering we're doing so much walking now, we need to
get on the geotagging hype.
Geocaching.
Oh, caching. Okay.
So I've just Googled it, and you're supposed to sign the logbook, exchange one item. So I'm going to put our cork with from our champagne bottle and sign the logbook and put it back. I'm not going to take an item because I don't need to take an item. And that's basically it. You can like navigate towards them, but you can sign it. And I've got a lip liner in my bag, so I'm going to do that instead. So if you find this one, Ali's taking pictures of himself. Oh dear. Pop you there. Hopefully you don't fall. Oh, I hope this doesn't smudge. This is how happy Mr. Millen Gordon is. Yeah, I've got the glasses.
Just gotta stick them out, pour it out. Nice spillage, no froth. There's a froth that looks so much on my back.
Oh, that's just like a fair amount. Cheers. Cheers, that's perfect. That's enough of me. Yeah, you have
Fan fencing.
Geocaching.
Geofencing.
Geofencing.
Talk to me about geofencing. Talk to me about that.
Look, the sun's about to come out.
Landscape flat as a pancake.
Thank you very much.
Buongiorno.
Merci.
How is there a disposable coffee cup there? It's disgusting.
Isn't that disgusting?
Carry it. Carry it.
It just blows my mind. Imagine seeing all of this beauty and thinking that you're going to throw a coffee cup. I was just getting my camera out to go, that is a very Mr. Millen Gordon tree. And Mr. Millen Gordon comes running up going, that is a lovely tree.
I think that looks like it could be. I think it's an oak.
Yeah, that is an oak.
Imagine if it was a conker tree. The children collecting conkers on the floor around it.
Potentially, babe.
Whacking them in some vinegar, topping them up, ready for conkers. Apparently, rumour has it, they've banned conkers in schools.
Yeah.
For health and safety. Really?
Well, just do it outside of school instead.
I used to love conkers.
It's all about character building. That is very lovely. A little boulevard of trees. You can hear all the birds. Listen. Happy birds.
Oh, they're leaving.
Little starlings.
Camera shy. Let's go. White birthday.
Soggy! Although I think my dewberries are so full of mud now that they're waterproof again. Is it, babe? Bin. Wow, look at this. Howling through here. If I die, this is what I would like. A bed of seasonal flowers growing over my grave. These are the first crocuses of the year, and this is probably the most beautiful carpet of crocuses I've ever seen. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, we've got some little primrose coming up as well. We made it to the bull, and this is the best bread ever. Oh my goodness. Well, we were thinking about going elsewhere for dessert, but if I'm having not naughty, but if I'm having an unusual dinner, I'm obviously going to relive one of my favourite childhood memories, which my mum used to always give me cookies and milk before bed.
That is very,
I mean, it definitely
nostalgic dessert.
Yeah.
However, over here, if you have a look over here,
yeah,
this is perfect.
Look how happy he is with that. A poached pear meringue.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
You did interrupt me.
Before I forgot.
What I was going to say was that the cookies that I usually had when I was younger were just from a packet of probably Tesco's own brand, but not these ones. However, same. Yeah.
Well, Miss Millen Gordon came home to a absolute treat.
Yeah. The biggest flowers ever. So much so I'm like peering through them.
Making up for last year.
Yeah.
I was digging deep this year. I had to go see the guys at Pamplemousse. Hook me up.
They do the best.
I said I need a big bouquet. Bespoke. Whatever you've got on your website, we need to go bigger.
They're beautiful. Considering I've just realised that I've left my camera at the Bull at Charlbury, this has definitely cheered me up.
You've got a woodland of flowers. They look very nice. I'm very happy with them.
I'm very happy with these as well.
There's lots of roses in there.
So, I hope you're not thinking that I didn't get Mr. Millen Gordon anything. I absolutely did. But this is something that is indirectly for other people though, because if there's one thing that Ali takes very, very seriously, well, I'll let you unpack and you can see. He's in his boxer shorts, so we're trying to hide it. It's Cutter Brooks.
So say that again. This is not for me, this is for other people.
So it's for you to be able to give to other people without worrying about things getting broken.
You bought me bubble wrap.
No. So it's for you to be able to do something for the tradesmen without worrying that our nice things get broken.
You brought me cups that are made out of titanium.
Not titanium.
Enamel.
But they're nice ones. I think you'll like them. I saw these and I couldn't resist them and I thought this is the perfect thing
Oh, they are good. They're very good.
How nice are they?
Yeah. Still on the world.
So these are green enamel mugs that I think you're probably...
Bash me about.
So I got Ali 6 of these because Mr. Millen Gordon...
6?
Mr. Millen Gordon takes making teas and coffees for tradesmen very seriously. He always wants everyone to have lovely things.
Not as seriously as Lydia takes getting work done in the house.
Yes, so we've got to reach a happy medium, and I thought these were absolutely perfect. Then you don't have to worry about lovely ceramic mugs being broken, but you can still be giving them lovely mugs.
I don't worry.
You do worry, though.
They do get broken.
You do worry, my love.
The handles fall off very quickly.
Yeah.
Handmade, very fragile.
Yeah.
But these, do you know what? Road tripping, camping.
Yeah. We're always going camping, aren't we? Good morning, everyone. I am going to start by saying I'm not talking about the shirt, okay? We're not talking about it. I'm not even addressing it. I'm not even going to tell you how much I'm obsessed with it and how much I'm not supposed to be wearing it yet. But by the by, I have no self-control. When stuff arrives from Beaufort and Blake, I have no self-control. And this arrived, I've actually got 2 of them, and I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself, the fact that I've got 2 of them, because, I mean, just look at this outfit. This is peak Lydia Millen core right here. We've got a roll neck on, we've got the green trousers, we've got the Fairfax and Faber boots. I'm sorry, I'm living my best life. So other than that, I'm not talking about it, okay? The sun is shining, can you tell? Because I am in the world's best mood, and I'm also a little bit sleepy because last night I stayed up a little bit later, about an hour later than I should do. And sorry, I've got all of this rubbish behind me. I'm showing you exactly what Ali means when he says that I've got seeds, I've got my gym bag. Basically, we went to Farmhouse this morning, and last night I stayed up a little bit late because I have been watching One Day. Now, I feel like we need to get into the One Day chat because I'm someone who has read the book, watched the film, and now watched the series, and I feel like I have a lot to say. First and foremost, I read the book, and the book is one of the best books I have ever read. I still remember it to this day, I still talk about it to this day, so for me it is one of those very, very special books that stays with you. Mainly because there's the real magic of the letters that they write to each other. I feel like that's what makes the book so special. Now, if you've then seen the film with Anne Hathaway, which is just gorgeous, you'll know that the letters don't really translate into that film. And so a little bit of the magic is lost, and then, but it's still like a lovely film, and it is just beautiful, and I could watch it, and she's just gorgeous, and oh my gosh. So then we come to the Netflix series, which everyone is like raving about at the moment. And I find it so funny because everyone was like, I've not even got to the ending yet, by the way. I've got 2 episodes that I'm going to watch tonight. Maybe we can watch it together. But as you all know, if Porter says jump, I say how high, and he wanted to go into the living room. But basically, lots of people talking about the shock ending. Now, I've not got to the ending yet. They may have changed the ending, I don't know. But if it is the normal shock ending, obviously then I know what's coming because I've read the book and seen the film. It's a very good lesson on how tomorrow is not promised. We'll leave it at that. But I would just say that it's almost like I think that the series is wonderful, and it's so entertaining, and it's gripped me. If I compare it to the book, it doesn't even compare, and I know that everyone says that. And then it definitely doesn't compare to the film. So I'd say it's like through the stages got more and more diluted, but the series is amazing. So it's like, that just tells you how amazing the book is. Does that make sense? So it's really good. It is good, and I'm not like knocking it in any way. It's just never going to be the book, and I feel like that's what it's always going to be. But I still have the last 2 episodes to go. We have just got to the point where she turns to Dexter and says, you know, if you hurt me, I will eat your heart. So we'll see how the next 2 episodes fare out. So that was why I was up late, because I was watching that, and then I thought I was on the last episode. I thought, God, there's a lot to get through if this is... There was 3 more episodes, or 2 more episodes. Because I get up at 5 in the morning to go to Pilates. And that was what I did today. So I am a little bit sleepy today, and it's just, you know, it's sunny, so I'm just kind of like not with it, in all honesty. But I went and I did Pilates this morning, and I think you guys will be proud of me, because I went and did a Pilates class on my own. I even told the instructor, because I always get there really early, and I even told the instructor that this was the first time I was doing a Pilates class on my own. And it generally is just because the class is so lovely. Like, it's not what you would expect a Pilates class to be like. I feel like I definitely thought the Pilates class would be quite intimidating, but it's really not. And I felt very comfortable, didn't worry about anything. It could be the new me that cares a lot less. It could be that it's a lovely class, who knows. But I had a wonderful time. Then I had lunch with Ali, we picked up our sourdough, and we came home to Nicholson's, finishing off the planting of the front beds. And sadly, we'd ordered 50 centimetre U balls to replace our buxus. Those buxus have been in since we moved in, and we had cared for them, but sadly we said goodbye to the buxus and we put in U balls, but they were the wrong size. So we now have no balls. I have no balls in the front of my house. So it looks a bit bare at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, I have some jobs to do in the garden today. When it's sunny like this, there is no way that I'm sitting in the house, cooped up and editing. So I am gonna get outside. I need to trim up my herbs in my little herb planters. I need to get my broad beans in the ground. I need to sow the remainder of my sweet peas. Sweet pea pink. Just so we have my Windsor sweet peas, we have my more William and Catherine, and then I did some Swan Lake, just so that we had some definition to the colours. So a little bit of white, a little bit of pink, and a little bit of like a deep burgundy, which I think will be so romantic. We've got broad beans to go in. We've got broad beans agua dulce? Is that the agua dulce? Who knows? All of these names, who knows? But we're going to sow those directly into the soil outside. I'm going to do a big poo pickup as well. That is my job today. And also, just to give you a bit of a rundown, because I feel like I didn't really explain it to you properly what happened, but I left my camera at the Bull in Charlbury, and they were actually amazing, kept it for me. Someone handed it in, whoever you were that handed in my camera, if it was one of the people that found it, not that you're going to be watching my video, but if you were, I just want to say a big thank you, because it had my husband's nudes on that camera. I'm joking. We were like trying to think like, what was on that camera? And luckily it was just the footage of our walk, and I edited the footage of our walk yesterday, and I was like, they just would have thought that we were the village idiots if they had watched the footage, so it's fine. So when I got home, I couldn't show you that Ali surprised me with a bunch of flowers. He actually filmed a little bit on my phone, but he surprised me with a bunch of flowers because over the years, Ali didn't know that one of my favourite like big statement bouquet places is Pamplemousse in Dorset. They do just statement bouquets like that, really lovely, but not in like a old-fashioned way. And he ordered a number of Valentine's bouquets for me from London florists, and I'm not going to name them because that's not, and I'm also just saying this from my own experience, but I was actually devastated for him last year because he spent a fortune on a bunch of flowers from a very, very lovely London florist, and what arrived, I was upset for him because it was like, it just wasn't okay. And I can understand that they make a lot of money at this time of year, and I'm sure they're stretched and things like that, but he was like devastated. And I just said to him, I was like, if you ever want to get me flowers like that, like where you really want to go all out for me, I love Pamplemousse. I just love them. Portia, why are you crying now? Monsieur wanted his teddy, which was in the guest bedroom, which I put a barrier across because sausage dogs like to tinkle in places that you don't know. He got me Pamplemousse flowers, and actually I had got him these wonderful mugs from Cutterbrook, which I think he will enjoy himself, let alone for the tradesman. Like that, it's just more of a joke, but I think he needed some robust ones. But these will be good for when we're in the garden. In fact, I'm probably gonna make myself a honey and radiance tea, because at Farmhouse this morning I had sourdough, poached eggs and avocado, and then I had the ginger shots as well in Blake's, which are so much better than in the ones in Main Barn. And I had a homemade electrolyte drink, which was like blended raspberries, I think, coconut water, salt, honey. We took a picture of it, but I think I might try making that at home, like my own little electrolyte reboost. That's what I've got to do today, basically. I feel like I've just brain dumped at you, but I'm feeling very chipper. Ali and I were driving back in the sunshine and we were just like, what a wonderful, wonderful morning. And Ali went into the gym, and then had a swim as well. I had, we both had a little sauna, and it was just lovely, lovely. I'm now listening to Cottage in the English Countryside that my friend Pippa introduced me to, but on a day when it's like this, it is a day for Cottage in the English Countryside. That is the day. So I'm going to move all of my shish kebabs out of the way so it looks like my house is tidy and not full of crap. Get out into the garden, which the sun has just gone in, but we're remaining positive. Also, I'm going to make myself a cup of radiance tea with honey, and I've realised I've left these out because I learned a valuable lesson. First of all, I hadn't properly finished the book when I was talking to you about sunflower oil, and obviously it's not fully covered in the book. It kind of touches on it and doesn't go into it in depth, so that's probably the next of my research. But I know that lots of people suggested avocado oil for in my mayonnaise, and I will be trying that. I bought 3 bottles of this, and this is never to be used to make mayonnaise, okay, because this is gross. It just tastes foul. I don't know what is wrong with it, but it is gross. The one that I was using, the Mr. Organic. However, I will now be switching to avocado oil because, well, I'm going to do some research into oils in general and what is best to swap things out for. One of the things that we will be swapping out is our vegetable oil, which we will be using like goose fat and things like that instead. Anyway, I'm going to make my tea and head out into the garden. It sounds like someone's got a chainsaw going in here, but there is an abundance of big fluffy bumblebees. I believe there's one honeybee somewhere, but yes, they're making full use of all of the flowers that are in my greenhouse at the moment. This one is dive bombing me. Come on, they keep struggling to get out and I want to help them, but every time I try and help them, they fly off. Come on, Monsieur Bumble, come on. This way. You're so close. You are so close. Oh, come on, you can do it. Oh, every time. It's like he doesn't like the cold air, so he goes away from it. I think that must be it. Pig chicks are enjoying the bottom of the European plum tree, which is blossoming beautifully at the moment. Can't wait to get some of that inside. Oh my goodness me. This tea is absolutely spectacular. I think what I'm going to do first is give this a bit of a rake over and a pat down and get some broad beans and some poles in ready to go. The broad bean seeds are in. I've done 2 in each for luck, basically, just in case one doesn't germinate, but they're all sown directly and ready to go. So I'm going to get some canes now and put them around the edges. Right, the canes are in. What I will do is I will wrap twine around these about the time that they germinate, just so that the plants are supported and kept contained, because they get incredibly unruly. If I remember, I didn't grow these last year, but I'm just growing everything this year. Just growing everything. I'm going to put the seeds to bed, as I do. I've got a little lollipop stick that is labelling these, because I've realised that my chalk pen does not rub off my slate labels, so I've had to buy some new ones. So those are coming tomorrow, and I'll label this up properly, and then as they sprout we'll string them up. Now I'm going to tackle the herb beds, because as you can see over here we've got fresh chives coming up, and we've also got some new growth on the lemon balm, so I'm going to cut all of the old stuff back and let this new stuff that you can see down here come through. Well, that is looking a lot tidier, and you can see a lot more of the new growth coming through, and you can also see an abundance of tulips by the looks of things from the bulbs that I planted last year. So very excited to see those come up. I gave the rosemary a bit of a trim as well. Rid of a few more of those, but yeah, it's all coming along. This is my sage, mint and lemon thyme herb bed, and honestly this has so much leaves in it, I don't know how I'm going to do this one. I think usually I can cut things back, but knowing that there's probably things hiding in those things, I usually have to get Ali to come and sort them out, but I'm going to give as much as I can. Oh god. Well, it smells bloomin' incredible, but there's not a lot left. However, I have a feeling when we come back in a week or two, there's going to be a lot here, and there are a lot of bulbs coming up in this one, which should be really lovely as well. Generally, I'll just pick the bulbs that are in here and enjoy them, but we've made a little bit more space so that they can get some more sunlight and get some bumblebees as well. The size of these, they're blooming huge. How are you so big after the winter? I've also got a lovely little loot of herbs to dry out. I've got some sage, some lemon thyme and some rosemary. So not a bad shout. Goodness me. Lydia, how far we have come. I have just saved this very big bumblebee from a very big spider's web. Wow. That was a roller coaster. You silly little bumble. He was like clinging on. I was putting the toilet roll there and he was clinging on and he was so stuck. I'm going to put him on the water. Actually, I know what to do. I'm going to get you some fruit, I think, for you to enjoy, because it looks like you need a little bit of helping hand. This is not my first rodeo. Remember when we saved the hornet? We're not supposed to save the hornets, but we saved the hornet. If he's still there, I'm going to smush this strawberry and give it to him to enjoy. But something tells me... Oh, he's here. Here we go. There you go. Come on, little man. No, don't walk away from it. Here. There's lots of sugar on that. Come on. He thinks it's just a stepping stone for him. Oh, oh, have we realised? I'm just going to leave it there for you. Not interested. Well, that is a bloomin' masterpiece. We have Sweet Pea Swan Lake, which is what I grew last year. We then have a row of Windsor, a row of pink, and a row of Wills and Kate. And I've done more of Wills and Kate because that's the richer, deeper burgundy. Quite a lot of white, just in case I want to gift any. But fingers crossed, they come to fruition. The chicks are enjoying the back of the greenhouse today. My next job is to tidy up all of this, the mess that I made.